Welcome back to Brit Spectrum News. Today is Thursday, and as usual, yours truly is comfortably stationed on the other shore, keeping a skeptical eye on all things political. I mean, honestly, have you seen the latest from Keir Starmer? Our beloved leader stood in front of the cameras promising he was going to crack down on criminal gangs and take control of the migrant crisis. Oh, how convincingly he sold it. All tough talk and shiny new initiatives. But hang on, chaps. Did anyone actually buy this nonsense? Well, now the truth is out, and surprise, surprise, Starmer's grand master plan has spectacularly blown up in his face. Over 1,300 migrants have illegally crossed the English Channel in just the past 5 days. Let that sink in, because it's frankly astonishing. And get this, folks, the only thing stopping that number being even higher was the ghastly weather we've had battering the channel. As soon as the seas calmed, the crossings soared faster than Starmer's credibility sank. Just today, we've had at least 180 migrants arriving. Yesterday, 326 managed to cross in just 6 boats. Sunday saw the biggest March arrival ever recorded, 592 migrants. Absolutely top-notch job there, Keir. Clearly your smash the gangs approach is working wonders. Now, 8 months into Labour's so-called tough-on-crime leadership, things aren't just bad, they're worsening at an alarming rate. Since January, more than 3,400 migrants have made it to British shores, up nearly 20% from last year's record-breaking pace. What exactly has Starmer done, aside from throwing millions at agencies that clearly haven't got a clue? Absolutely nothing useful, that's what. Yes, there have been arrests, but has it slowed down the crossings? Not in the slightest. A maritime security source even admitted as much, bluntly stating that the only thing controlling migrant numbers right now is the weather. So while Labour and Starmer spin fairy tales about security and control, British taxpayers are left footing the bill for a charade that does absolutely zilch to curb illegal immigration. Let's face it, this is just another expensive Labour gimmick that's fallen flat on its face. Meanwhile, in other news that promises to lighten your wallet even further, the Net Zero Brigade led by Ed Miliband is out in full force, promising the moon and delivering increased bills. According to Professor Gordon Hughes, former World Bank energy advisor, British households could see energy bills rise by at least £900 by 2030, thanks to Labour's green schemes. So much for Miliband's claims that going green would save us £300. Brilliant maths, Ed. Did you learn arithmetic from the same bloke advising Starmer on immigration policy? Hughes points out that it's not fossil fuels driving our bills sky high. It's Labour's beloved green taxes and subsidies, making up over a third of electricity costs. Businesses, naturally, will pass these lovely extra charges on to consumers. Result? Your everyday expenses could jump by another £1,800 a year. Yet, despite all evidence pointing to economic ruin, Miliband insists net zero is essential. Andrew Montford of Net Zero Watch put it perfectly when he accused Miliband of running amok over our economy. Spot on, mate. Ed's steering this ship straight into an iceberg, and Starmer's nowhere to be seen. Adding insult to injury, we now have Shadow Justice Secretary Robert Jenrick calling out Labour's latest sentencing guidelines. Apparently, magistrates and judges are being advised to request special pre-sentence reports if offenders belong to an ethnic, cultural, or faith minority. Jenrick blasted this as utterly outrageous, saying it creates a two-tier justice system that discriminates against straight white men. Justice Secretary Shabana Mahmood responded predictably, denying such accusations and promising equal justice. Yet, Jenrick pointed out the obvious: this guidance clearly biases sentencing. Offenders are now reportedly less likely to receive custodial sentences if they are women, trans, neurodiverse, or from minority backgrounds. Mahmood claims no knowledge, despite her personal representative on the Sentencing Council raising no objections. Honestly, it's a circus at Westminster. Starmer's policies fail on immigration, energy, and justice. Labour's credibility is in tatters. They've created chaos, pandered to political correctness, and left ordinary Britons footing the bill. But let's not pretend we're surprised. After all, on this side of the shore, we've always known the truth. Until next time, keep questioning everything and stay irreverent.